Hello, my dear boys. Hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty. Welcome all of you to my online physics class. And we are discussing 2020 board question solution. And today's our topic is SSC Mymensingh board 2020. And we will try to discuss on question number 3. Okay, so let's boys see, we will see today's creative question. So my dear boys, this is our today's creative question. Okay, so this is our stem of this creative question. Here the force applied on C1, and here the force is applied on C2. Okay, here the stem is in figure. The radii of the cylinders C1 and C2 are 3 cm and 6 cm respectively. If 1000 Newton force is applied on the piston of C1, it is moved from M to N according to the figure. Okay, M to N at distance 6 meter. Here the distance of this is 6 centimeter. Okay, as a result, the piston of C2 is moved 1 centimeter from S to T. Okay, from position of S to T. Okay, so my dear boys, this is our today's stem of this creative question, and the questions are: question A, what is called pressure? Okay, question B, explain why the unit of stress is same as the unit of modulus of elasticity. Okay, and here question number C is find out the experienced force on the piston of cylinder C2. Here the applied force is 1000 Newton and force is experienced by C2. Okay, and we need to determine this experienced force. Okay, and number D question is energy is not increased in the event of the above stem. Express your opinion through analysis. Okay, so my dear boys, this is our creative question. Okay, now we will try to solve this creative question step by step. So my dear boys, our question A is what is called pressure. Okay, so the answer is the pressure, the pressure is the force exerted perpendicularly to unit area of body is called pressure. Okay, I am repeat it again. The force exerted perpendicularly to unit area of body is called pressure. Our question number B is explain why the unit of stress is same as the unit of modulus of elasticity. Okay, modulus of elasticity is also known as elastic modulus. It is a measured value that represents a material's resistance to elastic deformation. It applies only to non-permanent deformation when under the effect of stress. Okay, the SI unit of modulus of elasticity is Pascal or Newton per meter square. On the other hand, stress means the force is applied per unit area. Here you see in the board is stress equal to force per area. Okay, and also the unit of stress is Newton per meter square or Pascal. Okay, so according to this analysis, we can say that the unit of stress is the same as unit of the modulus of elasticity. My dear boys, now we will calculate the question number C. Here the question C is find out the experienced force on the piston of cylinder C2. Okay, here according to the stem, the applied force on C1 is 1000 Newton. Okay, here given that radius of piston C1 R1 equal to 3 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Here we have given 3 centimeter, but we need to convert it in meter unit because meter is the SI unit of length. Okay, and radius of piston C2 is R2 equal to 6 centimeter or 6 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Okay, force applied on piston C1 is F1 equal to 1000 Newton, and we need to determine the force experienced on piston C2 is F2. Okay, equal to what? According to the Archimedes law, we know F1 by A1 equal to F2 by A2. Okay, so we can write F2 equal to A2 by A1 into F1. Now the area of piston C2 is pi R2 square and area of C1 is pi R1 square into F1. Okay, here pi and pi is cancelled, so R2 square by R1 square into 1000. Putting the value of this R1, R2 and F1, and after calculating we get the answer is F2 equal to 4000 Newton. Okay, so my dear boys, this is our experienced force on C2 piston. Okay, so force experienced on piston C2 is 4000 Newton. Now we will try to solve question number D. Here the question is energy is not increased in the event of the above stem. Express your opinion through analysis. Okay, so here according to the stem we have given that the displacement of piston C1 is L1 equal to 6 centimeter. After applying force, the displacement of piston C1 is L1 equal to 6 centimeter, and we can write 6 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Okay, and displacement of piston C2 is 1 centimeter, and we can write it L2 equal to 1 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Okay, and force applied on piston C1 is F1 equal to 1000 Newton, and from C we get that force experienced on piston C2 is F2 equal to 4000 Newton. Okay. Now we need to analyze that the energy of this event is equal or not. Okay. Now we know that work done is equal to energy. Okay, work done is equal to energy. So work done on piston C1 is W1 equal to F1 L1. Okay, F1 L1. So putting the value of F1 L1, we get the work done on piston C1 is 60 joule, and this work done is equivalent to energy. Okay, and similarly work done on piston C2 is W2 equal to F2 L2. So putting the value of this parameter, we get the work done on piston C2 is equal to 40 joule. Okay. So comparing this W1 and W2, we see that W1 is greater than W2. Okay. So here we see that the work done is not increased. Okay. So work done or energy is not increased. So the statement is right. Okay. So my dear boys, this is the solution for question number D, and this is the whole solution for our given creative question. Okay. So my dear boys, this is all for today. In our next class, we will try to solve another creative question. Until then, thank you.